Hi, this is Fiacre Corcoran from Ericsson Software Technologies, and this demo series video I'm just going to run through quickly using Flux CD to deploy Helm charts within Nephio. So here we have the Nephio web UI for R1. This is the default deployment that we have for the end-to-end. As you can see, we have our 4 clusters, management cluster, your regional, and your 2 edge clusters. And also we have the Nephio examples packages repo and also the FreeFileGC. And to note, we've added an additional repo here, which is in the README guide associated with the demo video here. This is just a repo with some packages we put together. And particularly and this one here we'll use later on to deploy the particular Helm chart using Flux. So I'll go ahead and we're going to deploy the Flux controllers onto the Edge 2 cluster. And as you can see here, we have our standard FreeFileGC stuff that we deploy on each of the Edge clusters, so your operator and EPF. So I'll go ahead and add a new deployment. And external blueprints, so we've registered the examples packages is registered as an external blueprint repo. And we select the Flux Helm controllers package. And I'll just give it a suffix just for completeness, and we can default through the next few options here. So here you can see the package itself is just a collection of pretty standard Kubernetes resources, which we've extracted from Flux essentially to deploy and package within a cat package. So cluster role, these are the CRDs associated with the controllers that we're deploying. Namespace, so we're deploying into the Flux system namespace by default. And these are our 2 controllers, so your Helm controller and source controller from Flux, and some service and service accounts resources also. So if we go ahead and propose this, and just to so I'll just kick off a watch here on the Flux system namespace on Edge 2. So you can see it's nothing deployed here at the moment. So I'll approve the package. Jump back over to the Edge 2 cluster. And so here we can see the controllers coming up. I've deployed a couple of times, so it obviously has the images locally already, so they've come up fairly quickly. So that's our Flux controllers deployed on the Edge 2 cluster. And here you can see the package has been deployed here. And also this is our Git UI. So we can drill into the actual Edge 2 repo. There you can see the Flux Helm controllers Helm and source controller have the package has been deployed on the Edge 2 cluster. So to deploy the actual Helm chart, or the example Helm chart that we've put together and wrapped in a cat package. So we'll go ahead again and add deployment, external, and we're going to reference this additional repo that we've added where we're storing the example Helm chart. And in the demo here, we're just deploying the online boutique Helm chart from Google Cloud Platform. So again, just default, add a suffix. We can take a closer look at the package in a second. So things to note here, obviously, so our Helm repo, custom resource from Flux. We are so we're referencing the OCI registry where the charts are being stored. Here, this is our URL, and the Helm release, which is the another one of the custom resources delivered by Flux. So what are we doing here? So we have a reconciliation interval of 1 minute. The reference to the chart that we want to deploy, the version, we can give it a wildcard here to deploy a minor, change minor version, source ref, which is referencing the Helm repository custom resource, which I just showed. And there are a couple of reconciliation strategies to actually reconcile the chart revision and version. So if there's a change in the minor version here, it will trigger an update of the chart being deployed. Target namespace, and then this values from is referencing a config map where we're storing the values YAML for the chart itself. So we can take another quick look at that one. This is just a values YAML and a config map, essentially, as I said, for the different components of the chart itself. So the different services and deployment, etc. So again, I'll just kick off a watch on the, so we're also giving it a particular namespace we're deploying into. So this online boutique namespace. Go off a watch on that. Again, we propose and approve package. And we should see it coming up in a couple of minutes. Okay, so we can see the chart is being deployed now. This is the pod coming up. And it's relatively quick to start to come up and running. As I apply this are the same, so the images are already pulled down locally. Yeah, everything's up and running in a state. So that concludes the demo. So we demoed deploying a Helm chart using the Flux, Helm, and source controllers in Nephio. Thank you.